that's the one that came out the closet.
I hit record when you said that, so that's the first
The
words
first
of
word.
this podcast.
Closet.
No, the first words are that's the one that came out the closet.
Oh, shit.
Nice. But,
Isn't that Sylveon though?
no, Sylveon's the fairy type,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far. It's actually like surprisingly a better story than most other Pokemon games, I guess.
I knew you'd like it.
But yeah, I mean, the only thing that I'm not a fan of with the story is the Hop character, because like I feel like I'm making this character have clinical depression.
Wait, didn't we talk about this character?
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
it's
we
gotten
did.
worse, man.
Really?
Because like you beat him in like the championship thing or something, or like he loses his spot, so like you go on after you face Marnie, and then you face the dragon dude, then you face the champion, which is his brother, and you win, and then he's like super hella depressed about that, and then you go back to the forest, and like where like he's just like contemplating his life quite literally at the grave of Zacian and Zamazenta, I think are the names.
Yeah.
And then you put the sword and shield back, and these two like weird suited dudes show up whose hair is literally in the shape of a sword and a shield. So like one of them literally got like a dildo looking head, like no meme, like it's straight up bad.
Yeah, it sounds for straight up bad.
And then you had to battle him, and the shield guy is like, "Well, I'm your challenger because I bought shield."
Shield, yeah.
And I beat him like no problem, like straight up, like didn't even switch out my Pokemon. And then I get the shield back because he took the shield. And then he looks over at his sword-haired buddy. He's like, "Well, it looks like my friend is beating your friend." And like Hop's like depressed as fuck. And like, and I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck, Hop? Like, stop, Hop. You're getting your ass kicked at everybody's turn." And then he sounds super depressed at every turn. And I'm like, "Dude, am I supposed to beat you?"
Oh,
like,
man.
I don't know. Like, I feel so bad for the kid. Like, what am I supposed to do here?
No, man, just Elium. Just fight. Just
I
do
guess.
You know, that's funny that you say that, because it's definitely a much different switch than most of the other like rivals on the Pokemon games. When they're like, they have that moment of like, "Oh, we lost," but then they're like, "We'll catch you next time," and then they're like super hyped, and then they leave. But Hop was like the only one that was like, "Oh man, again,
I gotta go get better," and then just runs away. And then I'm like,
it. You just trip him when he runs.
well, dude, like, I swear he's super depressed, and it's like not okay. I'm like, there's got to be something, like some sort of, like he's got to beat me at some point. But then if he beats me, all that will happen, I'll go to the Poke Center, and I have to go back and fight him in order to progress the story farther. So it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, why am I destroying this boy's hopes and dreams?
It's Pokemon.
That's
I
Pokemon,
guess,
yeah.
but
Think about it like this: if you never beat any Pokemon game, you're essentially destroying the hopes and dreams of the protagonist.
That is true.
That's a good point. But I'm the protagonist. It's me.
It is.
Well, there you go.
But yeah.
He's the protagonist in his own story, his own fake story.
I don't know. I just feel bad. Like I'm just like I keep whooping his ass. Like I don't even switch my Pokemon. It's like straight up. I'm just using my Rillaboom starter and just like wiping the floor with all the Pokemon that should be effective against Rillaboom. Just destroyed. Just wipe them up one shot, and I'm like, I feel bad, kid. Like, but then I also found out the raid den thing where there's like the VMAX Pokemon. You like face like these big ass Pokemon, and at the end you can like catch them. And if you do or don't catch them, even if you win, you get a bunch of items. And there's these new items that are called XP candies. And you remember like rare candies in the old game? It would just be like a full level.
I
That was all
assume
you
that
got.
was the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Well, there's still rare candies, but they're also still rare to find.
Yeah.
XP candies are super easy to get, and they come in small, medium, and large, and extra large.
Extra large, yeah.
And it's literally just like 30,000 XP, and you just give it to a Pokemon, and it gives them 30,000 XP. So I lost to the championship dude the first time I fought him. Did like 6 max raids, and leveled all of my Pokemon up to like past 60.
Yeah.
Without even training them. Like, I was training for a bit where, like, you just go around and kill a Pokemon, and then, look, there's, like, 500 XP. I literally kill this one Pokemon for 10 minutes, get these candies, and then I charge up all of the dudes, and they're all at, like, almost level 70 now.
Are they like rare candy? Now, I haven't played Pokemon in a couple generations, but is it like rare candy where it doesn't boost their stats as much as it would if you earned the level by fighting a Pokemon?
Yes.
I don't know. I think it does the
Yes.
stats the same
No.
exact way.
No, if you use like those candies, all it gives you is EXP. If you look at how much stats you will get per a level that the Pokemon actually fights, and the stat that you will get from like an EXP candy, you get not a significant amount, but so the moves, the way that they work is the Pokemons have traits. So you have a blue stat and a red stat. The red stat will get less boost or numbers towards it than the blue stat would. The blue stat always gets either that or double. And then depending on what Pokemon you fight and you defeat, when that Pokemon ends up hitting that level change, they get a stat per that Pokemon. So like right now, Geodude will give you 1 point of stat towards your defense. So if your Pokemon fights a Geodude and goes from level 5 to level 6, fighting that Geodude, it'll gain a +1 to its defense on top of what it would get.
So I pretty much just boosted the level.
So you just boosted the level with the regular stats, which is 1 point per stat.
That's fine with me.
So it's like you still get the strength from the level because they are leveling up, but you're not getting anything extra. That's why the Pokemon jobs are a thing that we were telling you afterwards.
Yeah.
It's because like if you get to a Pokemon to level 100 using EXP candies, you can throw them in one of those jobs. The more you level up the jobs, you get one that says your Pokemon will get stats per the job that it finishes. So you can pretty much go in and send your Pokemon on a job, like train Pokemon, and it'll just get free attack boost. And you can like control like what your Pokemon's gonna have for the
That's
stats.
so funny. Just like go take this old lady's groceries to her house.
Pretty
Like,
much.
My attack went up.
So,
The granny's dead.
the granny's dead.
I used to in the original. Do they have this too in the original Pokemon where you can level up and then you can also go to the store and give them like calcium and iron, and that's still a thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's still a thing. You can
I
still
never
do
used
that.
that stuff though. I don't know why. I just never touched
Yeah.
it.
Like my main guys, I would take and just max them out on everything.
Yep.
I was just like
Yep.
all of them down the line because by
My
the end of the
main
game,
hose.
right?
Yeah.
By the end of the game, you just have just money. So I'm
Yep.
just
Yeah.
like in the store, like give me 99 calcium,
Yep.
and I'm just
They
like
were expensive
just
too.
ODing my Pokemon. Like take these
just force
drugs.
the calcium. Yeah. I like now how you make like a camp, and like you can like play with them with like a ball and like I guess like a cat toy pretty much. But you can also make food in like a pot. And I found this out because like I turned online on, and like there's just like a bunch of trainers that just show up, just like riding their bikes around or whatever. And you just talk to them, and they say like hello in whatever language they're from, like whatever
From the
different language
country.
in the area they're from. And like they'll just be like, I found this in the ground, and it's just a sack of potatoes. And they're like, here you go.
Yep.
And I'm like,
I don't want your mystery potatoes.
I was like, why the fuck would you give this to me? And then like another guy's like, oh, here's like some burger meat that I found buried underground. And I'm like, why did you find it buried underground? 1, 2, why are you giving it to me? 3,
Give it to
what
me.
the fuck is happening? And then you expect me to make food out of this, but you know, yeah, it's an interesting game.
This is Pokemon Land.
Yeah, I want to do a shiny hunt soon. I might do that on Twitch, just where I just like straight up go for a shiny.
You got a ways to go. So I can spoil something for you.
Is it the shiny stone thing?
Yeah.
I know that I can
if
get
you-
that, but I can still get a shiny technically
Yeah.
without it.
It's just much
sit.
harder.
But I'm not completing the Pokedex anytime soon. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll just like I really want Electrike shiny because when you get the Magnectric, it looks like he already looks like Vegeta, which is dope.
Yeah.
No,
But the shiny version, instead of being blue and gold, it's black and gold.
Black
so it
and
looks
gold,
like
yeah.
his Dragon Ball Super attire,
Yep.
like where he's like goes Super Saiyan God. And I'm like, oh shit, dude, I need that. So I
Yep.
need that one. And then I was gonna go for Machop as well, but then Pokemon Go announced that there's gonna be a community day for Machop. So I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck it, I'll just get a bunch of Machops that are shiny
And then
on the
transfer
community
it
day.
over.
Transfer over with Pokemon Go to
I
Pokemon
forgot
Home.
that was a thing.
Boom, shinies.
Yeah.
So now I need to hold on to my shinies because at the end of a community day, I would literally just. There's this place over in Bristol that we would go to, the wharf, where it's like right along the water side. There's just like a bunch of Pokestops like you just spin for community day. And at the end of the day, if I was there by myself or something, I would go in my car and it'd be like after like 3 hours to just like walk in the same like triangle route.
Yeah.
and I would just max Exodus all
Just
of the
mass
shitty
murder.
ones. And I would just like delete them all. And when you do it in that game, you send them to the professor and you get like Pokemon candy that's shaped and colored like that Pokemon. So in my head, it's like you're just sending these Pokemon, and then this professor's grinding them in a blender,
just
making
manufacturing
the candy, and then he sends them back to you. And then you use those candy to evolve Pokemon. So I'm like, oh, I'm feeding
Pokemon to
Pokemon. Yeah.
in the form of candy, and then you get evolved. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's
It's
just
like walking into a restaurant like, would you like a human burger?
yeah, man.
It'll make you strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just like grow 4 arms, and then you're a champ. You're like, ugh.
That is so bad too, because they just added those like EXP candies to Pokemon Go as well.
It's so OP.
Walk into work and we're like, I would like 2 paychecks.
Yeah.
I am double the meat.
Double the meat.
Pokemon Go. We have the meat.
The meat.
The Pokemeat.
But
Watch out for that Arby's sponsorship coming soon to
Yeah,
Pokemon
right.
Go. Pikachu with like an Arby's hat, like an Arby's worker.
I just want to see
jeez.
Pikachu, but in the commercial he has like a beard and like a deep voice like, Pikachu, we have the meat.
Pee.
Yeah,
Like you said.
You got that horsey, like that water Pokemon. It's got like a T-shirt that says horsey sauce. Hell yeah,
Horsey sauce. That's
writes
the dark.
itself,
That's the dark timeline.
Now you gotta get the DLCs.
dude. I would love for like that to be a thing with like the trading card game if Arby's had a sponsorship and they just had a horsey promo card for X amount you spent, and it was just horsey and underwater, and there was just like a bunch of packets of horsey sauce with like Arby's logos
Oh jeez.
in the art.
That would be great.
That'd be pretty good as a card, and then you just play it at like comps, and you just be like, hell yeah.
Arby's has such a sponsorship with so many things. Like I always see their commercials, and they have like anime figurines made with the like
They're not
fried
even
cardboard and
sponsorships.
stuff
They're
like
just
that.
like straight up like these are cool things,
and they're just doing them.
and they just make it out of like their cardboard.
Oh,
And
I
shit.
thought they were sponsoring
No.
this stuff.
And that's the
I
crazy
saw one they
part.
did for Switch. They did one for like Sonic before.
I think
did
they
Persona,
for,
too.
For
Persona
Comic-Con
5.
for Comic-Con that I think it was Comic-Con or Anime Fest. They did a 6.5 foot tall like scale Gundam out of solemnly Arby's like boxes.
Oh, the box like, out of
the
Arby's?
the boxes. Like
It's
they
just
took
a
the
meat-
boxes
Man,
and they
it's
just
a
like
art statue.
yeah, it was just the boxes.
Man,
and
that
I was
sounds
like,
funny.
that's crazy.
Dude, I want to make a roast beef Gundam.
That would be the worst.
Yo, by the end of the day, it just the room, the stench in that
Yeah.
room.
Hey man, they got the meat. You got to do something with it.
We are making a roast beef Gundam. Everybody, bring your bread.
Hey man, you got to fight Godzilla some way if it's gonna be a roast beef
It's the
Gundam.
easiest win for Godzilla. He just eats it.
Eat it, yeah.
Yeah, he just stands like, attack me. He just opens his mouth.
You won't.
He just does the like atomic breath at it, and it's just
Yeah.
like cooked roast beef.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Godzilla looks down on the city. Everyone, bring your
Join,
bread
please.
loaves. Make your sandwiches.
Who wants the loin?
Right.
It's cutting it.
They all eat. Like now that you're all slow and can't move, and
Starts
Stops
murdering
the
them all.
Jesus.
whoever makes Godzilla, hire us. Whoever does Arby's, please sponsor us. We are giving you gold.
Man, we have so much hashtags.
But they're not even hashtag ads. They're just straight up, hey, these are funny.
Right.
Do it.
Listen. This is like Adult Swim type ideas.
This is.
Adult Swim, sponsor us.
You
It's
guys
like
remember?
that
You guys
Michael
remember
Bay,
this? Like,
Got Milk commercial. You
Oh,
ever
yeah.
seen that? The Michael Bay one.
Wait,
where-
the Michael Bay? No.
Yeah, it had the dude from the Progressive commercials. You know how there's Flo,
yeah,
and then there's like that weird
the
guy.
one dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was him, and I forget what the question was specifically, but it was some historian answering like a radio question on the phone, and he was eating like milk, something that like clogged up his mouth like peanut butter or something, and they're like, who's the person that shot Alexander Hamilton? And then it like does like all these like sweeping shots of this guy's house, and it's like the dueling pistols and like Alexander Hamilton's clothes, and he's like, I remember. And he can't say it because he's got shit in his mouth, and he's trying to pour himself a glass of milk, but it's empty, and he can't win the radio show. And I was like, what the fuck? That's so good.
Oh
and it was
my
Michael
God.
Bay, and he went ham on it for no reason.
Oh my
But
god.
that's the shit I like. I like when the big entities
big
come
guys,
and do
yeah.
something
Yeah.
like small, and you find out who
That
it
was
was.
old, too. I forget when that was from, but I remember it vividly. But yeah, I wish we gotta make our own commercial soon. We were
Yeah,
talking
we
about
should.
that last
No,
episode.
we're making that
I'm
shit.
telling you.
I don't care
We
how
got
long
that
that
information
takes.
for them towels.
The funny part about this intro is we were talking about something before the mics came on and said, let's talk about it on here. And we have not. I don't even remember what it was
I
now.
have no idea.
I don't remember. I have no clue.
It was. Well, we were also joking about how we can't be friends.
We can't be friends.
Prior
Yeah.
to turning on the microphone.
It was
We just-
something good. And I have no idea what it was.
We were just talking and we were just having a good time. And it's like, wait, I didn't hit record yet. Stop being friends.
All right. That's a lesson, listeners.
Yeah.
Always be friends.
Always be
Because I have
friends.
no idea what we were talking about when we were being friends.
I really have no clue.
Be friends and then make sure that the record button is pressed. Because if not, then you lose 30 minutes of content.
But, when the mic goes off, you ain't got to be friends if you don't want to.
We are.
We
it's at
are.
the end of the
We
day.
are.
Yeah.
We're good friends.
That's
think-
up to
I
your
think we're-
discretion.
But for
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
For content.
There's a lot of conversations you guys don't hear, which I wish we could record at any time. Like we press a button somewhere in our lives and all right, this conversation's recorded. I guess that would just be a cell phone. Let's start the show.
Alright.
That was a dumb thing I said. I wish there was a thing
called a
we could
cell
do
phone.
record.
I got like a thing stuck in my throat now.
Is it KFC?
I think so.
From when?
It's from when he came out the closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't put a thing in your throat.
You guys are terrible.
I'm mad this isn't all staying in there.
Yeah, right. They should.
It's a little side gig.
That is.
Yeah. This is the Patreon.
All right, well, level up gamers, welcome to another episode of Save Before Quitting, episode 13?
Yes. 13.
Ah,
We should probably just figure that out before
Yeah, right,
we
we
start doing
should.
the intro.
I always forget. All right, well,
You know what episode it is. You clicked it to listen. So.
Yeah, man.
well, I'm Nicko, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts,
I'm here and I am Ant.
and
I'm also here, if you didn't know. And I'm Chris.
We're all here.
yeah, we're all
I
here.
am here.
We're all here. If you want to reach us, you guys can get us at our Gmail at savebeforequitting@gmail.com, all spelled out, right?
Yep.
Or on our socials, look us up at Save Before Quitting. Save, letter B, number 4, quitting. And if you have any questions, send us the questions in Gmail or on Twitter with the hashtag SB4Q question pods, right?
I don't even know what it was. It was SP4Q.
Anyway,
Just hit us up on Twitter or
us up on
Instagram.
Twitter and Instagram.
You don't have to
You don't
like,
even
use a
gotta use that.
hashtag.
You
We're
just
just trying
find
to
it.
make a thing happen. If you want to be a part of that thing, you could be a part of that thing.
When we
Yeah.
get when we have like 10,000 listeners, we'll bring the hat.
Yeah, we'll bring
make
the
sure to
hashtag
double
in.
down on
It
the
was
hashtag.
Ask SP4Q.
Ah, see, that was something. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, try that. See if
yeah.
it works out for you.
Right now, you can probably just tweet us and be like, yes.
yes,
We'll
we'll
do
be there.
it.
We'll be there.
We'll do whatever you want.
So what have we been doing since last? Since
Well-
since last year.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Happy
man.
New Year, fellas.
Happy New Year's to everyone.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year. It's a.
How'd you guys spend your
time.
New Year's?
I
did nothing.
was in the house and we played Jackbox games.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Like, we got so into the Jackbox games that we didn't realize it hit 12 o'clock.
Oh,
So we're playing, and at some point, I forgot who said it. It looked down, like, they're like, "Oh, Happy New Year!" I was like, "Oh!" Everybody was like, "Yeah!" And then we just went right back.
Yeah, to the fun stuff.
Right.
that's good. I didn't do much. I came home from the holidays.
I mean, you and I
from
were
work,
literally
actually.
in a Discord call together
Yeah, that's
with
true.
the work friend group and
So-
playing Jackbox as well.
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah. What were we gonna play first? We were playing
Should've played with you
Among
guys.
Us, I
We're gonna
think.
play Among Us and try
Yeah.
the proximity chat thing.
You have to download an extension for that though,
Oh,
which
do
I
we?
don't think anybody would have done.
Oh.
But it's fine.
I'm gonna do it because that sounds fun as shit. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Well-
downloading that.
We only got like 1 or 2 games in, and it wasn't even. What did we play? We played the.
We played Quiplash.
That was the last thing we played. There was one game we played which I like a lot. I can't remember the name of it, but you pretty much like choose a topic
Quibble or something like that.
and like you have to explain it
The
through like
slideshow one?
No.
That one I love too.
That one's great.
That one's great. You have to like, give like a
Yeah,
TED talk.
presentation.
You like get to guess the story through like people's guesses, but you have to say it is like this. You have like the
I forgot
options
what
to
it's
get.
called.
Because we played that over and over and over and
It's
over and
so
over
good.
again. Fuck.
I know it's with a Q.
I don't think it's a Q. I think it's like not code names. Whatever. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
So we played.
Isn't it like rabble something or gather round or blather round?
Blather around. There you go.
There it is. But yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
Just because like people like put answers that are like nothing of like what it's
Of
supposed
what
to
it's
be.
supposed to be, and
And
you
like
have
just
to
throw
figure
that
it
in
out.
there. That was good. Then our friends, 3 of our friends were playing Animal Crossing in the group. So like once I think it was like 11:50,
Yeah.
everyone just stopped playing Jackbox, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, what's happening? And they all hop on like Animal Crossing to play
Yeah.
for the new year.
To bring
and,
the new
like,
year in.
They're
Yeah.
watching like digital fireworks and stuff, and I'm just like sitting there like, okay,
So
so
there's
like my
Jackbox,
glass of
though.
wine. I go out in the living room and like my parents are asleep already. I'm like, happy Friday, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I called up the family. They were all gathered around,
But, yeah.
They're all
famous
blather
sleep.
around.
blathering around. Yeah. But no, it was a nice holiday. Had ramen, and then hung out with Chris and the buds online.
Yeah, it's all the work people.
You jumped on you had a stream that day, didn't you? You did
That
some
day?
Pokemon stream too.
I don't think it was that. It was 2 days. It was yesterday and the day before. I played a little No Man's Sky with my brother.
Oh,
Got
yeah,
it
that's
back into that. I'm not a huge fan of it, even
Why?
though I gave it my honorable mention last week for my top 5. I don't know why, but there's just something about it that makes me mad because like I feel like I never have the materials that I need.
For
Not to
what?
be able
What
to
is
do
it?
anything.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's
Like, you need to.
Oh man, that was a funny watch.
You need to like put like stuff together pretty much, and like for your ship to take off you need like a certain material, but then the planet that I was on that I like inhabited like when I first started playing like the beginning of the year didn't have oxygen at all, so I was screwed and I died like 7 times because don't have oxygen.
Yeah.
And then I finally got like up in space and shit, and my brother's like, okay, well, take your computer, we're going somewhere else, we're getting you a new planet. And then I made the save before quitting #add planet number 2. So that's my new planet. And
Yeah.
it has oxygen, kinda, but it also has like robots.
In it.
Yeah, and like Ant was watching the
Yeah,
one
it
stream.
was so good.
It was so weird because like there's like these little floaty like drone robots that kind of looked like they were from Cyberpunk, honestly.
They did.
And like you're supposed to shoot them. Well, I thought you were supposed to shoot them, but once you shoot them, you get like a GTA like police level go up, and then we got to like the max level, and these like ATST drivers like come down that are giant robots, and Ryan and I are just like, what the fuck do we do?
That's when I typed in like that robot looks like a Star Wars.
Yeah, it was straight up Star Wars rip, and like he hops in his ship and he's like doing circles. He's like AC-130 inbound, and I'm just on the ground like peeking out my little house every once in a while, just like with my like bullets.
At one point, Ryan's like, I gotta go do something. I forgot what he said he had to do, but you're trying to fight one of the robots, and you look up, you just see Ryan like
Just
Fly off.
Yeah, he just like yeeted out of there. I'm like, what the
It's
fuck,
so
man?
funny, man. I missed
Dude,
it. I'm sorry.
You missed yesterday too. I was like just flying somewhere. I was like trying to like do like one of the missions because like you actually have like side missions and main missions to do. I was just trying to go do that, and apparently he was like 2 steps ahead of me in the mission, which involved him like going in somewhere and like stealing some shit from the robots of whatever they are. And he goes into space and has 6 as his like level. Like instead of the 5, it's like at 6, and he just like hyperdrives to me and brings like 40 plus like fighters that are all chasing after him. And he's like, help me. And I'm like, okay. So I start shooting them. And then they start shooting me in my basic bitch ass ship, which is like the one I've had since the beginning of the game. His ship is like hella got health and shields. I have like nothing. So they just start shooting lasers at me.
Oh
like,
my God.
Like straight up laser beams. And I'm like, what the fuck did you bring to me? And then
brought
he
everything
left.
to you.
He just looked straight up left.
It
And
just
I'm like,
dipped.
I'm like, cool, dude. Now I got to deal with this, and then I get the level 5 or 6 like police level because I shot at them to help him. I'm like, what the fuck? It should be 1.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's a time.
Chris shot a beautiful dog creature in the ass
I did do that.
until it died.
What?
Yeah, there's like some weird ass creatures on the planet that just like. You ever played what's that one game where you just make like weird creatures?
Pokemon.
Spore. Yeah, you just make like
Pokemon.
Yeah, that's that too. But like it's straight up like
Snacks.
spore creatures,
Really?
and like they're weird looking and gross. And there was like this. It had like the head of a dog, the body of a dog, but times like 40. So the head was like normal size, and then it had wings and 6
Humongous
legs.
body.
And I was
Jesus.
like, this is just not okay. So I just shot the hell out of it and destroyed it, and it just like fell over like a sack of shit.
Oh
And
man.
it's like, you shot that. What the
Like
hell?
a beautiful creature.
I was like, it wasn't beautiful at all. Yeah. And it just ragdolls into the ground. But that's a game. I'm not a huge fan of it as of this point. There is a story, but like I don't understand what's happening at all.
That game, you made it seem like I don't want to. It's a game that I don't want to play seriously. Like I want to play it.
Yeah.
But like if I'm playing with y'all, I want to play
Yeah.
it. Like I would never turn it on alone. Like,
Yeah, I definitely do not want to play that game alone ever. Like it
Maybe I
was
try.
not
Maybe I
fun.
try as long as I play
it's
with
something
you
to
guys.
just like bust jokes on while you
Yeah.
play it.
Even when I was playing with Ryan, like I was just like yelling at him, like, what the fuck do I do? And he's like, you just do this. And he's like on controller and telling me the controller controls. I'm like, dude, that's not helpful. Like on a keyboard. Like you
Right.
tell me to press square ain't helping me. And I'm like, just tell me what the menu is at least. Like tell me like what menu I need to get to, because then I can go to the controls and see what that is, and then I can figure it out from there and move on. But he's like, yeah, just press square and then press like your start button. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh my
Y'all's
keys are
dialogue
square.
was hilarious because he would tell you to do something like I don't have that. Like, well, you should have it. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
And then he's like,
All
yeah.
the while, people are just shooting him from outside of his house.
Oh yeah. He's like, yeah, just hit C and like you'll scan the area and then you'll see like O2 everywhere around you. And I'm like, okay, cool. Hit C. No oxygen around me whatsoever. And I'm like, there's none. And he's like, well, that's impossible. And I'm like, it is highly possible that there is nothing around me that says O2 because there's nothing around me that says O2.
There was one point before you die where you just kept letting like I'm about to die. I don't have any oxygen. I'm out of ammo. You're out of everything.
Yeah.
I'm dying. You're like no. She's like no. I'm dying right now.
Yeah, and then he's like, no, just don't die. I got you. I'll be there in a
Don't
second.
die.
And he's just like,
And that's
zooming.
like,
Don't die. He's just doing like figure eights in the sky, shooting the eights. He's like, yeah, I got you in a second. Give me 1 minute. I'm like, dude, I'm literally. And then I just fucking ragdoll.
Yeah, that's the one. That's like right before I had to get off. But he's just telling him. Then I just see his body hit the front. Like he's at like this framed doorway at his house.
Right.
And his body just falls, hits the doorway.
Oh
It just
my
goes
god.
black.
Yep. And then I got mad because like I had so much stuff in my inventory and I lost it all. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I lost everything. This is bullshit. And then I just go up to where I died and there's just like this like little diamond. It's like, your grave. And I'm like, oh shit. So I just like collect it and all my shit comes back to me and I'm like, oh, I'm not as mad now.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty fucking mad. Yeah.
Just don't die.
I was like, what do you fucking mean? You can't just tell me not to die. Just don't do that.
Stop
I don't
it.
have oxygen,
Stop
bro.
it, yeah.
Stop dying.
Get some help. Stop it.
Meanwhile, there's like an AT-AT outside my house and like little drones flying. And then there's like dog versions of the drone that look like the Boston Dynamics dog
Oh, yeah.
with guns and lasers. And I'm like, dude,
He's in
you
this
left
little
me here
hut.
to die. Yeah.
Door wide open.
Yeah. I'm just in my hut, you know? And then the worst part is he brings me to this new planet and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm in a new part of the galaxy. First of all, space is green in his part of the galaxy that he was at. And I'm like, this is weird to me and I don't like it. It looks like straight up green screen space with stars. And then I land on his planet, and the grass is blue. And I'm like, I hate this. Everything's backwards. I don't like it.
Everything is
And then I go to my
We
planet.
breathe water on this planet.
Exactly. I go to my planet and then weather happens. But the funny part was that weather doesn't happen for the both of you. It only happens to one person and it happens separately. So like, it was raining for him at one moment. It wasn't for me. And then on my planet it was raining and it wasn't raining for him. But the rain on my planet is like boiling hot water.
Oh,
So
God.
like, I get burned if
That
I stay
makes sense
outside.
now. When I was watching and you said it was rain, like it's raining, I gotta get out of this rain. I was like, it's rain.
Oh, no,
didn't
I was burning,
I
mind
didn't
you.
realize. Okay, now that makes way more sense
Oh
now.
yeah. I was like, this is so stupid. What the hell? My grass is blue and I'm burning from water. No. And I look in the sky and it's green. I don't like this. But yeah, no, it's a game.
That sounds like an experience.
And that's 2021.
Pretty much. The sky is green, the grass is blue, and it's raining fire. 2020.
Oh man, that's bad. Well, I mean, I'll try it. I'll play it with you guys. I mean, it's a game that I was always interested in when they first showed it, but I never really got around to like picking it up and just doing.
Me neither.
It's on Game Pass, so if you grab that for like the $5 per month, and you just hit the download button, you got it for free.
Well, first of all, I gotta clean off my PC before I start doing anything serious, because my PC's
Whacking it.
going to crap. No, it's not even that. It's just
I don't think
so
you've
much
heard
crap.
anything we said.
Yeah,
You
I
had
did.
porn on there,
No,
and you saying
no
you're
porn.
whacking it, and you're just like, I just gotta clean it up. No big deal.
If y'all
I'm just
can't
like, yeah,
tell,
you're right.
this is the first episode of the new year. Nothing is going. There's no
Yeah,
news to
there's no
report.
news.
Yeah,
We're freestyling this episode.
it's a free ball episode.
But, we talked about a game that doesn't exist, Last of Us 3, and KFC for almost 3 hours last time. So this should be cake.
Yeah, it was a
right.
long episode too. So if you got through that, we appreciate you.
For sure.
That's for
Ryan,
sure.
Ryan was telling me, he's like, dude, I was driving home from Virginia, and I was like, man, when is this gonna end? And I'm like,
Doesn't ever.
it doesn't. And it was like, he also listened to the Last of Us part, and I was like, dude, you haven't played the game, and he's like, yeah, I don't care. I just wanted to listen to something on the drive home. I'm like, well, now if you go to play the game, you're like, you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't remember, whatever. I'm like, he won't play the game.
That was
though.
the point of leaving it at the end.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was I think it was like 2 hours up until we got to that Last of Us
Yeah,
part.
this is a very substantial episode before we even get there.
And then like we'd tell you to get the hell out.
Right.
Come back later. But yeah, that was a fun episode. What have y'all been playing besides that? Or what have y'all been up to at the least?
Yeesh.
It's crazy. I have been on holiday vacation for my job, and I did not grab the bull by the horns of gaming at all like I thought I was going to. I was all like, oh yeah, I'll beat Tsushima in this time. I got 11 days. I can beat Tsushima. I can finish. I never went back and finished Final Fantasy 7.
What?
I can do some Cyberpunk. I played
Dude, you got
none of those.
You got what? 3 days left?
No, I go back tomorrow. It's over.
yeah,
I
that's
ruined
right,
it. I wasted all of
You
it.
already wasted everything, man.
Nah, but I mean, I was busy though. Like,
Did you play Roblox at least?
shut the fuck up. No, but I did find out Cyberpunk is on there after the last episode. Like, you gotta search that. I searched it, and yes,
It was
begrudgingly,
definitely
Is it in there?
it's on there.
Yeah.
There's
yeah,
so
the
many
picture.
of them.
That's
too.
right.
There's so many of them.
So what is it? Is it just like servers with the?
It's so funny. It's just this blocky world, and someone like ripped the audio from Cyberpunk and put it in this. It's so
What?
bad. I meant to like take a video and I didn't. But you just start off with this blocky guy with just a pistol, and then you just hear somebody inside the. I forgot what the dialogue is in the beginning. Like in Cyberpunk, something like something from like the trailer.
Yeah, the
it's in the
Keanu
very
part.
beginning.
Oh my god.
And then they have this like Lego looking like Roblox guy who's supposed to be Keanu. He didn't show his face. You know the trailer where he like leans over and like,
Yeah.
wake up,
Let's
whatever.
burn down this city.
Yeah, that. He says that, but like obviously the graphics aren't as good as Cyberpunk, which is wild to
Wow.
say right now. But
Wow.
they're not as good as Cyberpunk. But like you just see this blocky face appear on screen. He's like, "Let's burn." I was like, "The fuck?"
Just randomly
Yes.
just on the Jesus.
But I didn't stick around long enough to get the ins and outs of it. I was for research. It was for science.
For science.
Let's research this for science.
So Ant played Roblox.
For 3 seconds as I looked up Cyberpunk. And like I said, I played Jackbox on New Year's Eve. And I got a funny story. All right. So I'm playing, I was on the couch. I think we were about to play Cyberpunk. I mean,
Roblox.
no,
Jackbox.
Jackbox. We're about to play. We're about to
Limited choices. I got
of
them
the
all
three,
wrong
yeah.
until the end.
It's been a long 11 days. About to play Jackbox. But, people were like it was only my mom, my brother, Adrian, Trenton. That was it. But they were like eating or something. So while I was waiting on the couch, I just turned on Smash Brothers. So
Okay.
I'm just playing Smash. And Trenton comes in. He's like, "Can I play?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You won't win, but you can play." And because I'm not pulling any punches with him. I'm like, "No, I'm going to whoop your ass like you're anybody."
Every time.
This way, you
learn.
have to learn. I'm not gonna be one of those like, "Oh, you got me." No. I'm fighting him like I'm fighting you. So we put it on, and of course Mario immediately he chooses whoever because it doesn't matter. He lost. Who did he choose? Just for reference, he chose.
Confidence. doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
You're fucking 4. I don't care for my own son. I'm whooping your ass. So he picked Sonic, I think. And I'm just throwing him around the screen. Like, he might as well just be like a controller not plugged in.
Oh.
I don't want to say that because he knows like how to play.
Yeah.
He's,
I think he killed me one time when we were doing that photo
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, all right, so then you guys
Like,
know.
I'm not good, but like he straight up he
He
knocked
knows what
me.
he's doing.
Yeah.
So, and I'm exaggerating, obviously. I'm not. Like, we're playing. I am winning, but like, he is
a
getting.
god, is what he's saying.
I'm not saying that. There's people who could beat me.
That guy.
Cyberpunks are coming.
Yeah, right.
Okay, they didn't see us. Whew. If it's Cyberpunk, though, they'll appear right here.
Yeah, right.
They'll just like clip through the wall.
Yeah.
Clip through the wall.
You'll hear a drone come in 2 seconds.
Mind you, we're on the 2nd floor. We're just gonna see the car coming up.
Hey, drones fly, man.
It's just gonna glitch. Just fly
Glitch
through
in
my
the building.
glitch in the building.
Let's burn this city down. So yeah, so I'm fighting him, and like I'm just whooping his ass, and like he'll get me like if we're going around, like eventually my percentage
Right.
gets up there, so he'll get like the hit off that knocks me out.
Yeah.
He'll be like, yeah, I'm like I'm dead, but then he'll be on his last life, and I'm like, psh, and it's over. Like I won. So we do that like 7 times straight. And he's like, I don't want to play anymore. I was like, why? He was like, I'm like, why? Because you're not winning? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, you wanted to play this game. He's like, yeah, but you win all of them. I was like, I know. I told you that going in. I'm not letting you win. Like, get good. Eventually, he was like,
Get good.
I gotta.
I'll loan him my book, dude.
Huh?
I'll loan him the ninja book so he can read up.
Yeah, right. I gotta treat him like that, man. You're going to beat me, maybe one day. Just not.
I
Anytime
just
soon.
can't wait till Trent is like teenager. He's whooping your day off this whole time.
Whooping my day off.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's just gonna beat your ass the whole day.
Oh, okay.
I just imagine him being like hella jacked, going to the gym every day, not skipping leg day, and just coming in when you're old one day and just
Yeah.
cracking all of your fingers, be like, "Here, play, Dad," and then just
Play
like
now.
you can't, and you're just like, "Argh!"
That's fine, because by that time it'll be let's just say that's 10 years, so it'll be 2031. We're in a futuristic world at that point, hopefully. I don't
Yeah, you
know.
can just play Smash with your mind. That's
Right.
that point. You don't
But by
even
then
need to
they're
use
like-
your hands.
By then they're on like Smash 8 or something shit, and
How long do you think this Smash is gonna last?
it ain't stopped yet. I don't know. Nintendo likes money.
I know they like money, but there's a point where they know exactly just how far they can extend each game before they throw out a new one.
I'm more interested in not how long it'll last, but how they go forward.
Yeah.
Because if this one was the everything is here, everybody is here, every
Yeah.
stage, the biggest, most deluxe Smash Brothers ever, then where
What's
do
left?
you go from
yeah,
there?
what's left?
Do you just add to the same game, do you think, or do you make a new one entirely?
Like,
That's what I was thinking. I was like, did you keep adding stuff to it, or did
I
you
feel
just
like, because they said, I think we only got like 2 new characters left, 2 or 3 that they're going to reveal. It's 3?
3?
So, all right.
I think this Fighters Pass was 6 characters, not
All right.
5.
With that would mean that by the end of this year, all the characters are out.
Yeah.
So if it's anything like Smash 4, they released all the characters and then
They didn't
They
do
pretty-
any. Did they do a DLC? Yes, they did. Because they added, I think, Cloud as a DLC, didn't they? The
they
last
released all the characters, and then they had this whole presentation saying just thank you to the fans. Like, this is it. There's no more DLC.
one. Yeah.
So if they go that route, but I could also see them just never doing that and then just making Smash Brothers a platform. Like it's
Yeah,
just,
where it's
it'll
just-
be just like Fortnite or something. It just keeps just going. That means they
mean-
would just have to carry this over to every
Single,
system.
next system, yeah.
But that doesn't seem like a Nintendo thing to do, even though
Well, they haven't done that yet.
because
At least I don't see them doing that yet.
because if they're going, let's just say they're going the greedy model, then they would want a new Smash Brothers, so people have to spend $60
again.
all over
Yeah.
again. But I don't know. Going from here, they'd have to change the. What else do you do besides change it drastically?
Mm-hmm. And if you change it drastically, is it gonna get picked up?
I think people will
right
still
way?
buy it just because of the pedigree of Smash. It's just the name alone will sell it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what they would do to change it to make it interesting. I don't know. I don't know what they would do.
Yeah. That's one of the many games like from Nintendo that I'm always thinking like, how much farther can you take this? You know, like where can you go from here? Like if you just you pretty much blew and brought every character you had from every other Smash, and you like made this giant bundle of like just, you know, everything. It's like, all right, well, what do you have left other than the partnerships that they've been doing with, like, you know, having not Master Chief, but like having Cloud and them, and adding other characters from different platforms.
I think
So it's weird. I don't know.
I have no thoughts.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
Smash.
Nintendo's one of those that just, like we talked about it last time, it's like they keep quiet on everything, so it's not, you really don't even know what they're thinking sometimes, because you can tell sometimes like when companies are dropping a game and they say something about that said game, like you can kind of tell like what's gonna be their next move. But
this one I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep building on this unless you just keep the same platform and
push it forward.
like next system. They'd be like, all right, we're adding 10 new characters.
Yeah.
At that point, the roster's already 100 plus.
How many characters do they have now? Like 75, 85?
No, we're at 90 something. It's almost 100 characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good thing. Did you beat Trenton during your
It
holidays?
wasn't up to him. He was like, "Can we play Mario Maker?" Because I'll be playing that with him sometimes. I'm like, no, I don't want to play Mario Maker. I turned on Smash Brothers
For
So,
a reason.
You can keep playing with me if you'd like. You will not win, but we can play.
I didn't play shit during the holidays.
Damn.
Well, that's not true, because I did finish The Last of Us. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, that was last week though.
And,
you got no games this week?
No, I've been playing the game of life, actually, instead.
I played a lot of that over the holidays.
That's
So-
the hardest game
so-
to play, I've heard.
Yeah,
It is.
by playing the game of life, it's I've been helping out Nicole and really putting some knuckle to the sauce to be able to get this house ready and set for the year, and trying to get my life organized. Because, you know, picking up a lot of projects, plus, you know, helping to save before quitting, and school still coming up, and I gotta make the best of what I got from my month off from school. So it's like being able to clean off my computer and have that set up for both, you know, plug in and play when it comes to school, or plug in and play for save before quitting, and stuff like that. It's just like, if I keep my life organized, I feel like I would be able to do it all.
When does school start again for you?
Picks up on the 25th again, so that's gonna be a little bit interesting, because I know Unreal is coming out with some new tech, some fresh updates for Unreal 4, but I'm not sure if that's gonna affect anything that I'm currently learning. But yeah, that's only as much as I have when it comes to dev side info. Other than we might get some RTX's 3000.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
RTX's 3000 for computers that's not being developed, but being perfected, because you can already get them. But
Oh, you can get the 3090, right?
you can get a 3090 now, but the 3000s are still in like that stage of development where they're trying to make them where every single RTX 3000 is like perfect. Because right now, if you buy a 3000 or a 3090, you have that like slight chance of them just malfunctioning
Yeah.
or overheating your computer. And
You need like hella power for that too.
it's outrageous. Like literally, I've seen the freaking battery plugs or like the power plugs for those computers. It's like a freaking like fucking like 30 watts or something like that just for the power pack. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't know about much that goes into PCs. I know that people freaked out over that 3090 release, and like they were lining up outside of like micro centers and shit for it, and like there's not really any games that really need it.
Yeah.
Like even not even to like talk shit again, but like even Cyberpunk wouldn't even benefit from it. Like,
No.
it's whatever.
It's just way above its power right
It's
now.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. Like, and it's like there's nothing that can be used right now. Like, it's good, but
I saw
Right.
a monster computer freaking running 2 RTXs 3000s, and I was like, why did you even need that much?
Just a flex.
Like, just like, even if it's just for flexing, it's like, dude, like, can your motherboard even handle it? Like, are you frying the hell out of that at
man.
this point? Because not even if you're pushing in like an i9 or an Asus 9, you're still frying the hell out of it after a while.
As long as you got them RGBs, man, you flexing the
That's
right
really
way.
all you want, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you need.
But
But
I think
yeah.
that's really all.
PCs.
I don't know
So,
much
like,
about them, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, I know how to use PCs, but like when it comes to like the innards and like what goes into them, like I hardly even know what plugs into where.
See, that's
Man.
I'm the opposite on that. I like the hardware stuff.
See, we all serve a cause here. See, when PC time comes for me, I'm gonna be like, how do I do the stuff and the things to make the game?
That is true. I mean, I've gotten more into PC stuff because of school, and like you guys, like getting me into the PC.
I've been watching that Christopher Yee guy on YouTube a
Oh
lot.
yeah,
He like builds computers for like friends and shit, and like streamers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And like there was one he did that was pretty funny where it was like I built a PC for my ex-girlfriend. And he like just like straight up like
it's
it
just
was
trash.
like therapy for him and her because like
Oh shit!
of how their relationship ended, and then it was just a good
Jeez.
time. And then he built a PC for his buddy that he was like, this is the first time I've ever been asked to do this, but he wants me to make a gaming PC that doesn't look like a gaming PC. So no RGBs, no tempered glass, nothing. So that his wife wouldn't be able to tell that he was playing Diablo on it. I'm like,
That's good.
So would he not need a monitor? Like, how would he not know?
well, no, like you get the monitor, but like the actual look
The
of the
actual
actual
look,
case,
yeah.
like none of that stuff. Like you don't want like no tempered glass to see inside of it. You don't want the RGBs like lighting up or anything. Nothing. And he's like I think he like bought all the like the main stuff, and then he went to go get the case, and he's like, it is so hard to find a case that is just like boring as shit. You would think that
They
like
can
since
fit
people
all
want
that shit in
RGB,
there.
that would be the cheap, like the cheap stuff would be the stuff without RGB, but it's
Nope.
the opposite.
Yeah.
Because like
That's what I would have thought.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
everyone's just making RGB shit now, so it's like
It's cheap as shit.
yeah, like the cheapest stuff that they have on the website is RGB stuff.
RGB stuff.
And then if you want one of the like literally nothing on it, it's like $100 just for a case with no RGBs, and fuck that.
I saw
Right.
one case that was really nice. I wanted to like get it just to like switch over my PC. It was like $50 or something like that.
It's a good
It
sale.
wasn't bad. It was like a tempered glass side RGB open concept, and I was like, that looks dope.
Oh yeah.
But then I was like, oh fuck, sold out. I was like,
I'll probably build another one in like a year or two, and then
Yeah.
I'll.
I'm probably gonna run a two PC setup when it comes to
I don't
streaming
even
and
do
gaming.
that. That's too much for me. I don't need two PCs running at the same time, just like making my room loud as shit with fans.
It's going, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like hella fans in it, but it's still hot as fuck in my room. Like, nah, ain't happening.
So
I'll
you
just
gotta
stick with
get-
one. But yeah, I love my PC that I got for the moment.
I know.
All right.
But yeah.
50 minutes down, fellas.
Yeah, no, it's a good week.
We're just counting down.
Spoiler alert: this will not be a 3-hour episode.
No, this
Yeah.
one not.
It might not even hit 2. And let's see if we can squeeze
An hour.
We got some stuff to talk
it
about.
close to
We do.
hour and a half max.
But yeah, the game of life, yeah, it's just been setting
Kicking
up
ass.
house and getting studio and all that stuff, and yeah,
All right.
that's really all I've done since the holidays.
Everybody's tired
Everybody's yawning.
from the game of life, man.
We
But,
also ate right before this, so
Yeah,
now
which
I'm
was
just
probably
like,
a bad
so-
idea.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's it. I can't wait. I got some new lights for the place,
Nice.
so we can show that off on our Let's Play.
Hell yeah.
Let's plays are coming.
Yeah.
I just did a bunch of family stuff a lot during the holiday. All jokes
Yeah.
aside, like I played, like I said, little stuff here and there, but I kind of took advantage of the time in a different way. I was like, all right,
Yeah, sometimes you gotta walk away from the game.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in and out all the time. I'm recording all the time. I'm
Yeah.
mixing something all the time. It was good to like
Take a moment.
I think the last thing I really mixed, I mixed the Glorious Bastards podcast, shout out to them, and I mixed our podcast. And they both came out last week. So that was it. And once I kind of put all that behind me, I was just in the house. And for once,
Just relax.
yeah, I just kind of did nothing.
That's good.
And I spent a bunch of time with Trenton, spent a bunch of time with, family. And it felt kind of good to kind of like get back. Like everything slowed down for a second, which my life is not slow at all. So it felt good to just like quiet all the noise. And I'm just here in the house and having conversations. Because usually it's like I'm doing everything in passing. It's just, or I'm just tired. So I'm coming in and it's just like, you know how you're just on the treadmill of life, everything's just going how it usually goes. So like I work, come home, what's up, let's eat, I gotta run out, gotta record, gotta come back, gotta go to bed, gotta get up, gotta go to work, gotta come home, gotta mix, I'm a father for 3 seconds, then I'm coming back over here.
Yeah.
It's like
The I'm a father dance that you just did. Right. I was so mad that nobody will ever see that.
that's what gets the kids entertained. Like,
Yeah,
and then
just like making a snow angel in
snow
air.
angel, yeah.
But yeah,
5 for 3 seconds, I'm a fiance for 5 seconds.
I mean, she's got the blanket. She doesn't need you to be the fiance.
True,
now.
she got that heating blanket, so I'm
It's
nothing.
okay. The crazy's about to come soon, anyways, right?
We're planning this wedding now. It's about to get real.
Hell yeah, man.
You're in the final stretch, aren't you?
June 4th, so yeah.
So yeah, you're in the final stretch.
I just
Usually 6 months before is the final stretch.
I'm just ready to like
Do it.
yes, just
do it.
The planning part of it is the sucky part. Like it's not. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. Let me get all the cliches out the way. It's a beautiful thing. You're getting married.
Listen,
you're planning
Aunt,
it. It's great.
listen, Aunt, you're gonna cry when you're up there. We all know it.
Fine. Let's just get to the crying. So we can let's do the thing. That has nothing to do with video games. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Right.
I don't know.
So what else? What have we gotten into? Oh well, we had that stupid ass moment where we all looked at each other cross-eyed when Cyberpunk was like, "Hey, we're still putting out a DLC, even though our game is shit."
Yeah, like I can't believe they're just putting the news out there that yes, we're doing our DLC and it's coming out early 2021. I'm like, why don't you fix the game first?
Yeah, like I had that moment
Across
of like,
all platforms, fix the game first.
yeah, like I had that moment where I was like, "Are you shitting me?"
Yeah.
Like,
Unless the DLC does not suck up as many resources. Unless
No.
some kind of, but I can't imagine that.
it won't. Like that's the thing. It's like when you're putting out DLCs, you're putting a blanket over a game. You're just adding something that's already in the game. So like if the game's already broke and you haven't fixed it, when you pull that lock off, like on everything and releasing something new, you're just adding something new to something that's not fixed, which means it's gonna bring up about a crap ton of other problems.
Yeah.
Because
It's
like
not gonna be fun.
it's not gonna be fun. Because like you have new AIs, you have new people you're interacting with, you have like all these new NPCs that have like all this coding in them, and you're gonna release it all without having to fix the original shit, and all this gameplay depending on like how big the DLC is. But in reality, it's like, bro, calm down. Like fix the shit first.
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
I feel that. I mean, I'll probably play it. Like that's the thing. Like, I still haven't beaten the game. Like I think I'm at the point still where like I could go finish the game. Like I got to that point where you're like, it's like there's no turning back. But I legitimately have not loaded that game into my console for 2 weeks, and I could not be happier. I don't know why. Like I've played Assassin's Creed.
You're playing
which
your new
is
favorite game.
Yeah.
not fun. No offense to people who like it. I don't know why people are so high on this. Like, I don't even know if I want to talk about that game because this just makes me so mad and frustrating. How
Well, now you gotta talk. You
now
can't say that.
you gotta talk
well,
about
let's
it.
finish the Cyberpunk thing. I'll talk about it. But like, I don't want to play Cyberpunk right now. Like, there's no part of me that's like, I want to play Cyberpunk. Like, I'll see it on my console, and like I'll be like, I can play Pokemon on my Switch. I can like play the retro games on my Switch. I could get a new Switch game. I could play Apex, which I also haven't played in weeks.
Right.
Like, haven't played with
that's
like
true.
the guys over at Haptic in a while. But like, it's just, I don't have any urge to play that game. And like, I was high on that for like a week. Like, I was straight up playing it. I have like 40 hours in that game.
Wow.
Straight up. And like, even with all the crashes, like I can't even remember how many crashes I had. That's how long it's been.
Yeah, it's wild.
But I'll play the DLC when it comes out. We'll see what happens. But I also
DLC
want to do
is
other
just
playthroughs too.
It's just a scoreboard of how many times you can manually crash it.
Yeah, right.
Get on the leaderboard for that.
I can't wait. Like, it's gonna be another shit show. So you're getting hungry. You're putting out another DLC, and like, not only that, you haven't even said if it was gonna be paid or non-paid or free.
It's free, I think.
So, I hadn't seen any news of like them actually saying if it was gonna be free or not. So I was like, if you end up putting this out as free, okay, but if you put this out as paid,
I won't buy
people
it.
are gonna riot. Like, I know that already.
Well, the problem is that people will buy it and then riot afterwards, not to rhyme. But like, if you're gonna buy something and you know that it's gonna be bad, you're not allowed to complain about it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, you can be unhappy with your purchase, but it's like you straight up know that this game isn't doing well right now. And if you make the conscious decision to buy a DLC for a game that you know is broken, don't bitch and moan. Like, I'll buy here's the thing, I'll end up buying the DLC for like to talk about it for like the podcast, and like in that sense I'll be like, you know, like if there's problems with it I'll bring it up, but I'm not gonna like straight up like ruin the shit because like I paid for it, you know. I knew what I was getting into. I'm not gonna like I can't believe I spent money on this fucking bullshit. I'll just be like, well, I didn't like it because this wasn't this, but I spent my money, it's whatever.
Right.
But the internet's gonna go insane when that comes out, and it's gonna be not a good time, to say the least.
Won't.
Maybe we'll be surprised.
That's what we thought about the main game.
Yeah,
you're right. Carry on.
But speaking of being surprised, Assassin's Creed.
How was that for you?
So I picked that up along with Ant, which he has
a story on that, don't we?
That's a wild story.
We'll say that for after this because it's a little bit better than my story. But
my Assassin's Creed is really good.
His is great. His Assassin's Creed copy is amazing. But so I plopped this game in, man, and straight up from the beginning, it was just nothing has grabbed me so far about the story. I'm just like, okay, I'm this person, and you have to choose from male and female yet again, or you can. The weird thing was there was a middle option where you let the game decide for you. And I was like, that's weird. Why is that a thing? And then under both the male and the female option, it also said that you can change it at any point in the game. And then it also says something with like, because it's always like a person going back in time with the animus. Right. This is before you even meet those people. You hear them talking and they're like, well, there's 2 data streams of the same person, but like blah, 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 and like some bullshit theory of whatever. And then you just go in and you're in like chains and you're like, I think you start as the kid version of Eivor, and like straight up, I'm just like, this is kind of crap.
Immediately,
like it looked like a PS3 game, like straight up. Like the animation of the facial animation's good, I will admit, like the lip sync and like that, but like the fur and like the armor they have looks like straight shit, and then like the weapons look cool. Like don't get me wrong, they look, because they're, you know, it's Assassin's Creed. But, like, that's okay. And then the fighting, dude. Oh, my God. I hate the fighting. It feels like For Honor. But, like, you know how, like, in For Honor, it was kind of boring and, like, shitty. But you at least had the cool, like, ability to, like, choose where you're blocking and attacking. Like, it's that, but you don't get to choose where you're attacking from. And then the locking system hardly works. You just have to hit in R3 and you lock on a specific person. And then the blocking hardly works. And, like, I played for like a solid 4 hours, and like I was like trying to time the blocking like it told me to for like 2 hours. Couldn't get it right at all. And then like it didn't tell me when I got my armor as well. Like it didn't let me know, hey, you have new options for armor. Right. Go put them on.
Right.
So I'm still wearing like this like rags that I had from the beginning of the game where like Eivor was taken hostage and going to be sold to be a slave. And I'm like, okay, I'm wearing this and I have to fight the first boss of the game, and I died like 17 times.
Jeez.
And I was getting so fucking mad, so I was like, this is impossible to do. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Mm-hmm. And then I just paused the menu for a second, and I see that there's like the new items like logo above my inventory, and I go to it, and I have a full set of armor that it didn't tell me about.
Like you could have had on.
Yeah, I could have had it on for like the past 2 hours, and I didn't realize it. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I put that on, and I win it the first time that I fight him. And I'm like, I just wasted like 30 minutes of my life fighting this guy with like rags on for no reason.
Well, now it makes sense why you didn't win.
Well, yeah, 100%. I was like, I wasn't supposed to win if I was having that on, but then it was like I had some sort of defense, so like I was dying in one hit.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even like I would fight and then like get hit a couple times and then die because I'm bad. It was literally like the dude sneezes on me and I die, COVID style, instant.
Man.
And then I was like, this is bullshit, and I hate it. And then the sailing, you sail on a ship, but not like Black Flag, I assume, because you go to the end of the longboat and then you just tell your dudes to sail you somewhere. You click on like an objective and you hit triangle and they just start sailing away. And you just gotta wait and sit there and wait.
So you don't control?
You can, but like, what's the point if you can just hit X on your objective on the map and then hit triangle and then it auto rows for you? And like the areas are very far away. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not having a great time so far with it, to say the least. There was a free Twitch bundle I got from Amazon Prime on my Twitch, and it gave me like a new set of armor that allows me to put like 5 runes in each piece, which is cool, but I'm still only 3 hours in, so I only have 1 rune, so it don't matter.
Can't even fully take advantage of it.
Yeah, right. But I mean, as far as story goes, I mean, there was that one joke I texted y'all about that I was like, this is just not good.
Oh, no.
It was like the fucking Monster Hunter joke, the Chinese almost. Like, you come out of the Animus as this woman, and you're like, okay, cool. And you see this, like, golden staff in, like, a glass case on the wall. Because I guess that's from a previous game. Either Origins or Odyssey, because that's what it's continuing from. And you go up to this chick who's, like, operating the computer for you in the Animus, which is just, like, a straight-up bed. And like you're talking to her and you're like, I don't know, I've just been like super angry ever since I've taken that staff and like been like irritable. And like the girl on the computer's like, are you sure it's just not your special friend? And I'm like, was that just a period joke? You just did a period joke.
Viking.
But this is in the real world. Like
I know,
and then they're talking about like the real world, and apparently fucking like a satellite fell out of the sky and all of North America lost their GPS signal. That's what happened when the satellite fell out, and I have no idea why that happened.
What?
Now I feel like I missed so much in like Origins and Odyssey that like would lead to whatever's happening in this.
Listen, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed since Black Flag,
Dude.
so I fully would not know any of the
know.
background shit.
But so far I'm having a weird time with it. It's
Understandably.
it's interesting to say the least, I say. But the fighting is fun when you get the kill. I will say, like, the kill animations are dope. Like, if you, like, do the, like, you stun them, like, you, like, can pick up their own sword and, like, stab them through it and, like, just let them fall onto it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then other times, if you just use a heavy attack, you can just lop body parts off, whether it be an arm or their head entirely, which is pretty good. But I don't know. It's not a game where I see myself playing it to play everything. I see myself just only playing the story and then putting that disc somewhere forever to collect
Somewhere
dust.
far away.
Yes.
Damn.
But that's my Assassin's Creed experience. Ants is a little bit different
It's a
than
little
mine.
bit.
It's a little bit more.
I
Take it
mean,
away.
you might not even be able to tell our stories apart, honestly.
It's
But,
so similar.
Yeah. So, as I said in the last episode, me and Chris both ordered Assassin's Creed because it went on sale for $35. Cool.
Right. We got you there so far.
Yeah, so follow me here. So your standard ordering a game and getting it and playing its story. It said it would arrive by Tuesday. Tuesday came. I was mixing this podcast last episode, and Adrian calls me upstairs like, "Hey, you got a package at the door." And it said it was arriving that day, and in my Best Buy app said arriving by whatever time. So I'm like, cool. So that has to be it. I have nothing else coming. So she says, yeah, it looks like it's like an entertainment center outside. I'm like, I didn't order that. So I'm like, okay, Christmas literally just passed. Maybe somebody sent me this. Because I'm like, oh, man. So I'm looking at it. It has my name on it, address, everything. Cool. So I'm about to text like my mom or dad, like, hey, did one of you guys send me this? Or did some family member or somebody gift me this? What is it? I didn't even need this. So, like, I already have 2 of them. I have one in my basement TV and one in the living room. So I'm like, I don't even really need it. So, I text them and they're like, no. Almost as if like, we didn't buy you no fucking entertainment center. I was like, all right, I know what it's spiced. So, I bring it in the house. I look at it and I'm like, okay, I don't know who sent this, but I'm assuming my Assassin's Creed is still coming.
Yeah.
So I look at like the tracking information and the tracking number matched up. So I'm like, all right. I'm still for some reason skeptical. Like, wait a minute. Like, I don't want to. I'm not ready to accept.
Right.
What has happened?
I'm not ready to accept sound system into my life yet. So I look at the Best Buy like ID number, and that didn't match up. So I'm like, okay, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from the same place to the same house. Maybe it was under the same tracking number. I don't know. I'm throwing anything at the wall.
Nothing's sticking.
But then I get an alert on my phone again. It said, your package has been delivered. I click the link and it goes to the Assassin's Creed thing. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, $35. I'm like, so when I get that alert, I go back outside. I'm like, all right, did it literally just get delivered? Or is it this thing here? I'm looking in the mailbox. I'm looking on the steps, the side door, nothing. So I'm like, okay. And I'm telling Adrian, and she was like, I think you just got an entertainment center for $35. I was like, no, they wouldn't make this fucking mistake. She was like, oh, your name is on it. It's the tracking number. You just got the alert on your phone. And it says your product was delivered.
Yeah.
And this is not the product that you ordered, but it says your product was delivered. I'm like, they sent you the wrong shit.
Oh, geez.
God damn.
So I'm still like, nah, man, this is a wild mix up. Like, how do you fuck that up? It's a 15, 20 pound box versus a less than a pound box for a game. Like, how do you mess this up? How do you put the wrong label on this box?
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't know, but
it don't matter now.
Yeah, it don't matter now. You got a nice ass
So
sound
I'm
system
like,
now.
how much is this thing worth? So I go on Best Buy to find the entertainment center. It's $300. She was like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, this is a $300 entertainment center. She's like, I'm like, they messed up. She's like, no. Like, I'm like, she's like, you got it for $35.
Yeah, $35.
She's like, don't say shit.
Yeah.
She's like, oh,
So let's talk about it on the pod.
So I immediately, first thing I do is hit you guys up in the Discord. Like, y'all will not believe this shit. So she's like, hook it up. I'm like, I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm like, what if they hit me up? Like, what are they gonna say? And she was like, your name is on it.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. They could be like, you were supposed to get a game and we sent you this by
They're not
mistake.
doing that.
Well, because it's like, what are they going to come take it from you? They can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from Kentucky, so the Best Buy warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, are they going to come from Kentucky and knock on the door? I was like, no.
For a $300 system? Nah.
She was like, those kind of companies have accounts for stuff like that. That's just loss prevention. They're going to have to just write it off or something.
Yeah.
But the ongoing joke is that you guys also said is someone got Assassin's Creed at their house.
Yep.
And they were supposed to get this $300 entertainment center.
Yeah.
They are pissed.
Yeah, they are super pissed. I haven't even got Assassin's Creed yet. I'm still in awe over this thing. So.
And now you're debating whether to even get it
Yeah,
because of my review.
now Chris is like, it's stupid. I don't like it.
I could just be having a really bad time, but it could be really cool. I don't know, man.
So I'm paranoid of hooking it up. And I'm like, I gotta wait.
Have you still haven't hooked it up yet?
So I waited, and 2021 hit. That was Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So now it's in this story. It's yesterday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. I'm like, we're cleaning everything up. We took the tree down, decorations down. We pretty much cleaned the house top to bottom, getting rid of all this excess shit, all the old boxes and trash from Christmas and New Year's, and but still in the middle of the living room, it's just this entertainment center in a box. So I'm looking at it and I'm just like, all right, I might as well open this fucking thing.
Yeah, man.
So I'm opening it. I'm just slowly setting it up, and we already have it's like a sound bar, 2 surround sound speakers, and this big ass subwoofer.
Oh, wow.
Right. So we already had a sound bar and a subwoofer in the living room. Hook it up at. I'm like, well, this one is way better because I think the one we bought was only like $70, $80 or something like that. But and I got a Sony one in the basement, so I didn't need it down there.
Quick little upgrade in the living room.
Right. So she was like, I've been told you to hook that shit up. I was like, she was like, look, I'm throwing shit out. She's like, I don't want this box sitting in my living room. So either like hook it up, put it in the garage, do something. I was like, well, I'm not gonna put it in the garage. So she's like, so hook it up. I'm like, all right. So I started opening the box, and I'm hooking it up. And I'm in my mind, I was like, they're gonna call me tomorrow and be like, where's my entertainment center?
I really wish you opened the box and inside was Assassin's Creed.
No, she said that she was like, how do you know it's not just the gift? They really fucked up. It's like, maybe your game is in the box with the entertainment center. That would have been nuts.
That would have been funny.
Like,
I would have loved it if there was no entertainment center and it was just a game.
But
like,
the box is the entertainment center.
They ran out of like small boxes, so they were just like, you know, here you go.
They could have put that shit in like a big
They ran out, man. They got to use what they have, and someone bought one off the floor, so they had to use the box. That would have been so funny.
Can you imagine? You know, if that
you're just
was
like
the case,
sweating
I
the
would
whole
have
time,
laughed
and
my
it's
ass
just
off.
like a tiny game inside that little big ass box.
Even though I ordered Assassin's Creed, do you know how mad I would have been? If I opened that and I was like, no. They might as well write me a note that said, fuck you. Exactly.
If that was the case, the fact that you would have gotten Assassin's Creed in that package, I would have definitely waited for your message going, Nicko, was this you wrapping this fucking shit?
But I was laughing when I told you guys, and then yours was showing up that day.
Yeah,
and you were like, yeah, my entertainment center's on its way.
Yeah, and then it showed up like 20 minutes later. I'm like, yo, this is a shitty entertainment center. I just hold the disc.
It was just
Assassin's Creed. There's some old guy in his house right now. Like, how do I hook up my TV to this Assassin's Creed box?
Yeah. So there's
Where are the speakers?
There's probably an old guy at your house going, what the fuck is this? $300 for this thing?
Somebody is flipping the fuck out.
The crazy part is, I think that exact same sound system is what my grandfather got from my uncle this year.
Oh, jeez.
Like, he opened that box on Christmas Day when we had dinner, and I was like, I recognized the box shape before I even knew what the product was. Like, I just saw the box. It looks like a chair. Almost,
it does.
the way it is. And I've never seen a box like that before until he opened it that day. And then I was like, that's the same box shape. That's the same fucking sound system. And then I read the message, and I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe they're trying to get rid of them.
What?
Like, I know you wanted Assassin's Creed, but we really don't fucking want these in our warehouse. They just have them like floor to ceiling.
Yeah,
honestly.
We have too many.
I even said it. I remember I put it in the chat. I was like, "Yo, I think this is the best time to just get
just order it right
now.
now.
Order something from Best Buy right now.
Just gonna order
The
something.
Best Buy warehouse, not the store. I had to make sure it comes from the Kentucky warehouse.
They're just like overworking their employees. That are just like, fuck it, this guy's getting a sound system.
It's just mad, just like fucking super agitated.
Just
like,
gotta
this will show them.
Yeah.
Got a disgruntled employee with a Santa hat going, Merry Christmas to all these motherfuckers. You're not giving me a day off.
Right.
This is how you get back at Big Best Buy.
I'm gonna order a fucking. What's the next thing coming out? What's another game that's coming out?
I have no idea.
I don't know what games
Ratchet
are
and
coming
Clank.
out.
Let's say
Yeah,
I'd pre-order Ratchet and Clank from Best Buy.
Get a TV.
This is a fridge.
TV.
Like, I don't need another one if you buy a full-size fridge. I don't know where I'm putting this.
One of those fridges where you knock on it and it's just like, here's what's in your fridge.
Exactly. We almost got one of those. We didn't get one.
Oh, man.
I like those. I think they're fun.
But the fridge.
Can you imagine that?
I'd have been like, what? I think that I'd be like, I want a Ratchet and Clank. I don't need a fridge.
You would be thinking that then you would look at the shipping guy and be like,
I would
take
just,
this back.
at that
This
point, I'm
isn't what
like,
I
there's
ordered.
got to be somewhere I could sell this and get a lot of money for it.
Yeah, you get like a bunch of Ratchet and Clanks. Get Ratchet and Clank for the boys.
Yeah,
After you sell that.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the podcast has just come up. Everyone has Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Nicko has a PS5.
Yo.
For $1,000.
$1,000.
God damn.
Hell no.
They could have sent
man.
me one of those.
I'm still, yeah, right. I'm still waiting.
Could you imagine if a PS5 showed up at your place?
That would be crazy.
Oh, that would have been something right there.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, man. It's been an interesting week, to say the least, when it comes to Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it has.
Did you?
Assassin's Creed has an amazing sound. A lot of bass.
Jeez.
I bet the surround was good.
So we got some news to talk about this week, boys.
Yeah, what is it?
I'm about to say, is there?
There's some stuff. We covered it in previous episodes where we talked about the free games from PlayStation this month.
Oh yeah. What are they?
Let me just pull that back up. Fast forward some time.
I haven't gotten any of those free games. I think I got last month's.
I didn't get last month's.
Last month's was stupid. It was that Worms Rumble. I played that with Ryan, and I hate it. It's literally a battle royale version of Worms. It's not even like Worms where it's turn-based. Yeah. It's like you're constantly moving. You have to pick up weapons, and there's teams of 3, and you have to be the last team surviving.
Really?
It is the stupidest shit ever.
As a 2D?
Yeah. It's stupid. And I kept saying that to Ryan because like, I was mad at it because I'm like, I like Worms. Mm-hmm. Like the actual main game of Worms because it's like the turn-based. And it's all about strategy of placing yourself. This is legitimately just like run and gun with like no care in the world and just kill other worms and that's it. And it was so bad. Like it was hard to aim. It was hard to jump and aim because like the maneuvering is insanely hard. And then you have to aim with your right stick at the same time. Like you quite literally would have to play with the claw. Like, you know, like that weird hand setup that like pro gamers use sometimes. But like, dude, I was not having a good time. And Ryan was like, dude, you just think everything sucks. And I'm like, no, this legitimately sucks. They took a game that was very good and then turned it into Fortnite because they weren't making money off of their original game.
Was he having a good time?
Yeah, he liked it. And I'm like, dude, it's bad. Like, it's straight up bad. But it's whatever.
I like it.
And don't get me wrong, you can like it if you want. That's what I said. I'm like, if you like it, sure. But it's stupid because they took something that was good and that people liked, and they were just like, hey, Fortnite did a bit. And then, like, that's all they did. And don't get me wrong, we have a new love of Fortnite, but, like, don't make everything Fortnite. Let them do
everything can't be Fortnite.
All right, so I think I got it. Maybe.
Actually, just as a side note, there was something from Inverse that just kind of got dropped. And the headline is Final Fantasy VII Remakes Part 2's Gold Saucer needs to copy 2020's goofiest masterpiece. Remember the whole like bee costume thing that kind of turned off Chris to playing Final Fantasy VII?
Listen.
So that's what Inverse is talking about. They're talking about how like they're super excited for everything Final Fantasy coming up with, like, you know, gameplay and the sound and story and all that stuff that you and I really enjoy. But they're like, what they're really looking forward for is like how cringy and or silly they're gonna make the gold saucer in the next game. So
they definitely will.
Why can I not find
and
the
honestly,
games?
they probably should.
Yeah. So that's cool.
All right. So the free games this month, boys and girls. All right. So we got, goddamn, it keeps like going away. So for this year, this year, January 2021, we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider as the first one for PS4.
It's not bad.
Greedfall. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
And then the PS5 game is Maneater, which is that shark game where you're a shark.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a slight news story about that we saw it on Instagram, that apparently people were buying that game before it became free to play for the month, and they're auto refunding players who bought it on like PlayStation.
Well,
so
that's
like,
nice to know.
That's pretty cool that
they
they're
could
doing
easily
that.
be like, oh, you got it now.
Yeah, you get wrecked, loser.
Right.
But no, they're auto refunding people, which is dope. And that'll be. I mean, I'm not super excited for it, but I will definitely play that because it looks like fun. You're just a shark and you just cause mayhem.
It looks like some mindless, just have fun game. Yeah,
just straight up. Like eat people alive as a shark. But yeah, I mean, the Tomb of the Shadow, Tomb Raider, bro. I don't know what the game is.
So these words you're using right now.
Just take a shot.
Halloween's over. All right.
But yeah, that game is a thing. That's a popular game, I assume. That's
that was
cool.
a good Tomb Raider game.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, Fortnite got Arrow. Green Arrow crew pack. So there's like the Green Arrow TV show. Mm-hmm. He's in the game now.
Was he not there before?
I guess not, because everyone was freaking out about it. People were liking that. Then there was the Uncharted. There were some images for the movies.
I saw those
that were shown, which I mean doesn't really show much. That's the thing. Like it's like a picture of Tom Holland's extremely veiny hand.
Yeah.
And then like a map, a cross, and then I don't even know what this picture is. It looks like a statue covered in cobwebs.
If I remember the Uncharted games correctly, I think they're mixing 2 games to make this movie.
Okay.
That's why the photograph of the cross was very
big deal.
like apparent that they showed it twice within their like teasing. And it's because that key comes up in 2 different games.
All right.
So
That's cool.
yeah.
I mean, other than that, I mean, there's not much in the news realm. There was that game dev that made the PS1 Cyberpunk.
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah,
meme
that was
video.
funny. Yeah.
That was like 10 out of 10, the best thing I've seen last year. So that was funny. I don't know what else there is this year, man. This beginning of the year.
Yeah,
Not much is going on.
This is our ease into the year.
I think everybody's
episode.
doing the same thing. Like comic book, it's another one of those like video game news sites. They're like kind of deep reading into Nintendo because they're like, oh, they probably teased the release of what Nintendo might be releasing during this year, and it was one of their Spanish devs who posted Happy 2020 translated, and it showed 4 pictures, but the 4 pictures were very like, I guess, handpicked because it was Breath of the Wild 2 scene where they showed Zelda and Link, or of the trailer, Metroid, and it was the Metroid Prime one where she's like holding the gun up, and then you have Splatoon and a sword fighter that hasn't been seen from the, what's that game called? The Fire Emblem games.
Smash Brothers.
So yeah, Smash Brothers. No, so the Fire Emblem games. So they're like they're saying that was probably a tease of Nintendo saying, hey, these are like the 4 big projects that are probably being released in 2021.
And there's one thing I learned
is never read into Nintendo's like things. They're
because technically that's not anything that I would be like, something's coming. Yeah, there's always a Zelda and a Metroid and a Fire Emblem and
character, and
like,
then Splatoon. Yeah,
but like, I think we're definitely going to get Zelda because that's already been announced for this year. Plus, it's the year. It's the 35th anniversary of Zelda year. Kind of how they do with Mario. They put all those Mario games out last year. So yeah, you're going to get Zelda games this year.
Oh, absolutely.
The latest rumors I heard is you're going to get another top-down one, and you're going to get Breath of the Wild 2.
Breath of the Wild 2, yeah.
Now, I'm sure there'll be other Zelda things they put out. I don't know exactly, but I heard those too.
Yeah.
On top of the rumors that there's another Switch this year.
Yeah.
And that they're expanding the...
Right after I buy a fucking Switch, there's a new Switch this year.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things that was teased last year, though. Or it was teased early last year.
I know we talked about it, but I was just like, dude, like, it can't be that much better, you know? At the end of the day.
Specs themselves, I don't know. A lot of people are talking about how like the body itself will be less toy, and it's gonna be more system.
It'll
how they're gonna have like
a device.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be like an aluminum body, and the actual Joy-Cons are gonna be like hard plastic.
They said that the Joy-Cons will be different.
Yeah.
The screen will be different. Better resolution.
Better resolution. Yeah.
I wonder if the
Maybe
Joy-Cons
slightly
will be
better.
able to go to the.
I'm sure they will be, because they
I can see that.
they started to drop the price on the current Joy-Cons, and I think that's because of the 2 things.
Controller, man. Fucking A. I just bought the Switch and I'm looking at that thing like that's $70.
Yeah.
That's the only.
That's more than a game.
I can't say that it's not that it isn't worth it.
I don't doubt that.
But currently, with the fact that so many people are like having issues with their Joy-Cons and stuff, Pro controllers are like to die for, because there's not one issue with them.
Well, Chris got the newer revision of the Switch, so you won't have
any problems.
Joy-Con issues.
It looks so nice. Like, it's such a nice controller.
It is a very nice controller, I have to say.
But like 70, you can't be more than a game, man. Like that's
I
a little sus.
I agree.
Even PlayStation controllers.
Well,
are 50
right now, all
they are
for the regular PlayStation.
No,
like
like
PS4,
okay.
not PS5.
Yeah. Okay.
I was about to
PS5 's a
say
little bit
because
different. That's
the
they
new-
have the haptic triggers. What did the Switch Pro controller have that warrants it being the same price as a haptic feedback controller?
It doesn't have
it does have it.
Yeah, it doesn't require that. Even if it's the same price of a game. Like, if it's 60, I'm okay with it. I'm like, okay, cool. But fucking $70,
Yeah.
it's more than a game. Like, come on.
Nintendo is the Apple of video games.
Apple, yeah.
None of their
No wonder I hate Apple so
none
much,
of their
dude.
games go on sale, and all of their stuff is how much it costs.
You even saw what their fix was for like the people who didn't take advantage of their return or fix-up policy for their analog or their drift issue. What did they do? They were like, "Hey, you didn't take advantage of the shit we were giving you, so that way you can fix your controller. So here's the choice that we're giving you. We're selling the right and left side Joy-Cons separately.
Yeah.
So you can just buy the one you need."
Man, I
was like, are you kidding me?
I missed that whole warranty
Yeah,
part
so
where you
did
can
I.
set up. As soon as they stopped that program, my shit started drifting.
doing it, yeah.
I was like, y'all set this up.
Yeah.
That makes it the Apple 100% because
Yeah.
they do that on purpose with their phones.
I did spend a good like 5 to 6. Now this is the other thing I gotta say about Nintendo is fuck their system developers. So I fixed up both of my cousins' joysticks. So I bought a case. I bought a Joy-Con drift repair kit at Amazon for like $20. It came with 4 Joy-Cons, like aftermarket Joy-Cons, and all the tools and shit you need to be able to fix it. I spent 6.5 hours taking apart this goddamn Joy-Cons and like dealing with their little cables and shit. Nintendo can suck ass. The way they put those freaking filament pieces to be able to like connect it all sucks major dong. After I fixed the Joy-Cons, the RL and or LZ or whatever, the small little buttons that you have to like slide that thing on to use it as a mini-con, both of them broke on both Joy-Cons. And it's because they use filament connectors, and these things, it's like they put it in just the right way that if you close it, you're gonna pinch it and it snaps the connectors inside. So no matter how I had opened that Joy-Con, you were bound to break it, so that way you had to go and buy another one. I was like,
don't open
are you
shit.
shitting me? So I was like, here, kids, whatever. You can use it as a regular, like, Joy-Con. All the other buttons, inputs work, but those 2 little RNL buttons are fucked. I was like, at least you have no more drift. But I was like, it was a pain in the ass trying to get all those things together. I was like, this is outrageous. I was like, I commend them on their tech, but this sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, you did this on purpose.
That's why they really are the Apple then, because Apple does the same thing with their phones. They don't want you changing anything on the inside.
They're the Apple, they're the Disney, they're those companies of video games.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I've just dove headfirst into it.
Yep.
I mean, there was saving grace this weekend.
Great product, great.
Yeah,
like,
great
games
products.
stuff,
I mean, you can't really
Crash
complain.
Team Racing was even free this weekend, which was nice.
Oh, that's
about that.
I
I forgot it too, but there's 2 more days left. It's to the 5th, so I'm gonna download it tonight. Probably play a little bit tomorrow and on the 5th itself. But
I bought that on my PlayStation and played it twice. Like I do every fucking. I need to play video games.
How do you have a video game podcast? I
Listen,
haven't played a game.
I just have years of experience and knowledge.
yeah, just passionate about the subject, you know.
That's it, though.
And that's the thing too. It ain't always about games. Sometimes it's about the game of life.
You know what we really should do? We should just
systems.
And
jump.
sound systems. The ultimate game system.
We should jump into
Video
Ant's
game.
world and then just do a let's play of Metal Slug.
I thought you were saying we should just go to his house and like just take care of Trenton.
I mean, we could do
like
that.
just
too.
jump into his game
Listen,
and just like
I've
take care of Trenton.
I've
clean
done
up the house a bit.
I've offered that so many times,
Hey,
like
man.
back in
You
the
better
past.
stop that shit. One day, I'm like, you got it. I can't fucking.
He's just gonna like yeet him up the stairs and be like, "Here, it's all you."
All yours.
He'd be like, yeah, but what if I? You'll figure it out.
What does he like to eat? Dork.
Yeah.
Food. He'll tell you.
Anything.
He can talk now.
Yeah.
Jesus. But yeah, I mean, it's been a slow week,
Yeah.
a nice reset week for the new year.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else got any stories. they
No,
wanna
don't
talk
go.
about?
No, that's
Are
it.
we calling it early this week?
might-
with
this
a
might
short
be an early
episode?
call.
Call it early, yeah.
I mean,
Not to. We're not trying to shortchange you guys, you listeners, but
but we will if you don't send us questions.
yeah, right. But no, it's just we're touching base. This is the new year. We always gonna give you some conversation, so this is this week's conversation. Just catching up with you guys while you catch up with us in our lives. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's been a ride.
We'll close out the episode. Do we have a question of the week?
Wait. What I do want to say, because I feel like we didn't really hit it at the end of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we hit a little. We really appreciate everyone who has been riding with us since we started. We're going into the new year. What you got, Nicko?
Oh, no, I was just.
I thought you were doing this like it was something I had to talk.
While you were talking, I was teasing Chris the fact that
I'll edit my super sweet penetrating conversation.
Sorry, Game Rant just kind of released this just now. It was about 2 days ago. That Sword and Shield is distributing a special Pikachu to celebrate the 25th year anniversary or whatever.
I missed it.
So no, it's still up. Still going.
I'll go grab that later today then.
Yeah. That's all I had. That's all I had about Pokemon. Me and
you can talk about
Chris
Pokemon
will probably jump in on Pokemon later.
Pokemon's lit.
Yeah. He's got me back into that.
Listen, I'm living through you guys with Pokemon. They gotta do something drastic for me to get back in. You got it in you, Pokemon. Don't let me down.
We'll do what we were talking about before the podcast.
Yeah, right.
They do that. You don't know what I'm talking about, but
I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we I just wanted to say we appreciate anybody who's been riding with us since we started. I know we're only 13 episodes in, but that's still roughly 3 going on 4 months of episodes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I almost thought it was a year before we started. I legit, right? You've been doing this for like about a year, right?
That means we had an episode at least 50.
Yeah, right. We would be.
I don't have a sense of time. It's not a good thing.
No one has a sense of time after 2020.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's Christmas again tomorrow. Fuck it.
Yeah.
New video coming out to you.
Right.
Like, fuck, get the gifts. And slide all the shit off the table. No, but for real, man, I know we're just getting started, but it means a lot to us, and we hope you stay riding this ride with us. We got some good stuff coming. So, your time investment is going to be well worth it once we start rolling everything else out. And I personally would like to thank you guys. You know what I mean? Like,
You're welcome. I don't know what for. He didn't say thank you for
Thank
what.
you guys for being jerks. No. No, because we all do our part, but at the same time, I don't think this becomes what it is without everyone doing their thing.
Yeah.
Like, without your PC know-how and your animation know-how and your game dev know-how, like, I can't.
Yeah.
What?
Chris is the animation guy.
Well, I mean, something.
He's staying over there animation. The fact that Chris drove us so far when it came to his artistic talent and everything. I guess
Stop
I'm also
complimenting me. I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, well, deal with it, dude.
We're gonna have a group hug.
Fucking deal.
We're gonna have a group hug
deal
at
with
the
it.
end.
Yeah, we will. But yeah, sorry. I just
6 feet away. Group hug.
Well, all right,
I
fine. I would not be friends with Chris if it wasn't for you.
I'll take that.
This wouldn't have come together the way it came together.
Yeah, it's
without
true.
you. And you're a fucking game dev in the making. What do you want? Like,
I'm not looking for praise. I just want to bring in Chris into
Nicko,
our lap.
Deal with it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
Look at that. It's full circle right
we
back.
come in here and do the podcast. Nicko's over there sweating over code on his screen, like, I'm just gonna. I need to program this stuff.
Which I did pretty good.
Nice.
See, good job. We're gonna come on here in. When do you graduate?
It'll be 3 more years.
3 more. That's fine. Whenever it is.
I got 3 more years to go.
That's
So
fine.
by that point, we're all gonna be making.
So tomorrow, right? 3 more years.
Yeah,
Just
3
time
more
isn't
years
a thing.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Time isn't a thing. You're right.
So that means by that time we'll already be big wigs in the gaming media circles, but we'll also have an ace in the sleeve. We just have a game dev on the show at that point.
That's true.
That's it.
So when you go rub elbows at all those high level game dev people, you make sure we need a guest.
I just hope I'm not sworn to secrecy a lot.
Well, you could be sworn to secrecy all you want, but when these mics ain't on, you're telling us every fucking thing.
I got you. But
So yeah, God of War 6 is gonna be fucking it's crazy.
Yeah. I reciprocate the thank you to you guys as well. It's been a hell of a ride, and it's just starting. So it's cool to see where we're going and knowing what we're doing next and not telling y'all yet. But, we know where we're going. Mm-hmm. Even if we don't know where we're going, there's some side steps along the way we can take, and the only way we can go is up from here. And the people that were there from the beginning, they'll know that they were there from the beginning. We know that you were there with us. Mm-hmm. Anyone comes along the way, we'll get a bigger bus in Fortnite.
Exactly. The only bus that matters.
The only bus, yeah.
We'll get a bigger battle bus.
I also got a side on Nicko. I'm like, Chris, you are like killing this shit.
Yeah, you're killing it, man.
This whole thing can't be what it is. A lot of it can't be what it is without you.
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortable.
Too bad.
Yeah, deal with it.
Take this discomfort. Like from the logo to the animations to all of that stuff. The stuff that you guys don't know about yet. The video stuff, everything we've like. Our visual presence is pretty much all thanks to you.
Yep. Thank you very, very much.
Chris is sweating so hard right now. You guys can't. You guys can't see it through the audio.
It's like I had a mild tiki masala.
So for our listeners out there, anytime you can, please go over to Chris's page at CJK Animation and praise him on his art. And literally,
shit that I haven't done in like
go
months.
Under random.
Just go onto his random pictures and just like it.
No. Just go to Chris's page, go to any random picture and put like hard eyes.
Yes. Do it.
I highly doubt this will happen, but if it does, I'll let y'all know.
Someone do it.
But either way, Chris.
Just spam my Instagram.
All jokes aside, we definitely, I definitely have to thank you a lot because, like Ant said, the visuals of this podcast would not have been what it was without you, and your artistic talents is just outrageous. It's great, and we're all here to help each other. We all have different parts in the podcast, but to be able to start up as strong as we did, we really could not have done it without you. So
shit.
Yep.
I don't know what I could say besides like thank y'all for letting me be a part of it. So that's all I got. Like y'all are the best.
It's organic. It's the most organic podcast.
Shit, we had nothing to talk about, and now we're getting into the feels. We were about to close out the show, man. What the fuck?
For the record,
God damn.
I don't know. I guess last episode was just so long that we should have added this to the before the new year.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we kind of said it in the YouTube video too. A little bit. Go check out the YouTube video of our Christmas unboxing.
Well, there you go.
Where we kind of do that, but in like a smaller bite-sized version.
Yeah.
But this is good.
This is just the version where we praise Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel uncomfortable. In my,
this is
my weapon chair.
Don't use it on us. Don't use the weapon chair.
Don't use the weapon
My
chair.
God! He cracked him with a chair.
Oh no. But no, I think this year is gonna be strong. It's gonna be great. Everyone out there, if you guys are feeling it, my personal experience right now, it's my personal feelings for this year. It's I really, really think that this year is gonna be a year of creating. Just people being able to do what they can with the skills they have. Like Chris with his animation, you with your sound work and podcasting, myself with the game dev. It's just like there's this innate feeling of creating, of making something to bring to somebody else's life, even if it's like as small as just having, the three of us ranting about how bad Cyberpunk is with their penises and dildos, but in reality it's like
lack of penises.
Not lack of penises and more dildos.
I want it more.
But it's just, I feel like if you're out there and you can do anything at all, whether it is artistic with your hands or just how good you are as a gamer or anything at all, go ahead and create. Yeah. Become a creator, create your future, create this year. This year, I feel like it's going to be very strong for those who are going to create a new path for themselves.
Yep. It's all about what you do with the time that you have. As super cliche as that sounds.
Yep.
Because last year, you had no choice but to kind of just sit with yourself whenever you could. And it's like, I don't know, we made this out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's doing pretty good.
Right. So I mean, whatever you're doing, just you gotta believe in what you're doing. You have to be a fan before anybody else is.
Yeah.
You have to know going in that you have potential to break down barriers and become successful on your own terms. So, you know.
Let's make 2021 the year of creation, where we create our own path.
That's exactly. And
Let's make it our bitch.
Done.
And well, how do I keep talking after that?
Yeah, right?
You made it your bitch already.
Yeah. Make shit till it sticks, and if it don't stick, make more shit.
That's it.
Or find a different way for it to stick.
That's a good flex tape.
Flex tape.
There's lots of glues and adhesives that you can get from Staples.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's why we do what we do. That's why Chris animates himself to death. That's why Nicko game devs himself, stresses himself out on the game dev stuff. That's why I'm up to the middle of the night mixing this podcast every single week.
And two other ones at the same time. Yeah. While raising a child and kicking his ass in Smash.
Yes.
At the same time.
Yeah, I'm a champ out here.
That's a super dad.
Yeah.
But we do it because we like it. And we feel like you guys would too. So
Oh, yeah.
to all our NGPs, we appreciate you. That's why
And
we
if
do
you're
it.
new here, that's Nerdy Gamer people.
Yeah, man.
I saw that. I don't know if you saw this or not, but I think it was Kev on Twitter changed his Twitter name.
Yeah.
to
NGP Kev.
And
Shout out to you,
yeah,
man. I
shout
saw
out to
that, and I
Kev.
was
Yeah.
like, hell.
Kev,
Yes.
I'm gonna call you on one of these shit. We're gonna get you on here somehow.
We got to talk about fighting games.
Yes.
The thing that I'm
Yes.
not good at.
I feel like he has information. He has knowledge in that field that is just. I don't have the knowledge he has. He knows like the technical stuff in the
Get
fighting
him on
game.
like
So
a nice little Zoom call. We'll talk with him.
yeah,
The only
For sure.
experience I have is Injustice 1 and 2.
that's
that
all.
was about
Experience.
it.
That's it.
That's about it.
I've had some experience. Just I'm not gonna stand up to Kev. That's for sure.
Tekken on the Game Boy.
Tekken on the Game Boy. You
Yeah, that
like-
got taken away
Ooh.
from me, man.
You how?
Because it was a fighting game. It was too violent when I was a kid.
How old were you at
Really?
the time?
Like 8.
What?
I was playing in church, so
was
to
playing-
be fair, it was probably not the best
you
thing.
kind of brought that on yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. You know, you gotta
I
kick
was-
some ass in church.
I was playing Street Fighter.
That
on
is the church
freaking
motto.
Yeah.
Gotta kick some ass in church. Church.
Church.
Make a t-shirt out of it.
I was playing
That's a
Street
nice
Fighter
t-shirt.
at 4.
No, I got Mortal Kombat.
Church.
I got Mortal Kombat when I was 6. Whoa, my voice cracked. It's time to go to
You
bed.
just went back. You
went
reverted
back
to your
to
6-year-old
six.
Back
self.
to
Yeah.
6. Damn.
I got Mortal Kombat when I was 6, and my mom was pissed because I think my uncle got it for me for
It's always the uncles. Man.
Christmas. Or
Yo,
was it my
uncles,
dad?
man.
My dad was in on it, but they knew I wanted it. But my mom was totally like, "No,
Yeah,
you're not
rightfully
getting
so.
this game. It's the first Mortal Kombat
Too
too,
violent. Yeah.
and the Genesis one, the only home one that had the
Oh,
blood,
jeez,
in
yeah.
it. So I remember opening. I'm like, Mortal Kombat, yes! I'm hyped, and I'll never forget looking up at my mom. Her face was like she side eyed my dad so hard. It was like she was so mad. But at that point, it's like, well, I mean, I have it now. Like, you gonna take it back?
What you gonna do?
I mean, she could have probably just returned.
Y'all just like fight each other for it, like in game.
because at that
If
point,
she
I'm like,
wins, then you
Yeah.
get the game taken away.
in my mind, I was like, I mean, y'all can go argue about it, but I have it now. I'm gonna go play it.
So you run away.
Man.
Yep, so
Just
I went.
peel the sticker off of it and put a different sticker on, like Pokemon Snap or something.
That wasn't even out yet. 64 wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That was a Sega Genesis game.
I'm too young.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
That's not a
16
brag
what?
either. It's just I wish I
No,
played this
64
game.
come out
Sorry.
what? 96?
Huh?
No. 64 come out what?
96.
96, right?
Well, 96 in America.
Oh yeah.
But
A year after I was a little baby 1-year-old.
I was
Really?
Yeah,
I was
95
10.
was-
95.
Y'all old, man.
Damn, what the fuck? Well, I was 5.
I love y'all, but y'all old.
I
and
was
that is why this podcast
Yeah.
works.
I was 4 years old playing Street Fighter on the NES.
So when we do our YouTube and I'm doing a playthrough of Contra 1 on NES,
Oof.
I just want Chris on there being like, the fuck is
What is
you
this shit?
doing?
Where's the dildos, man?
This ain't realistic. Where are all the frames per second?
Come
and I'll
on,
be like,
man.
shut up, kid.
Shit looks like a PowerPoint presentation, though. Fuck.
Like, you sit
Contra,
back and you
Jesus.
learn something, all right?
I'm gonna learn you some things. Let's go.
Die
In my
because all
days,
the games back
remotes
then
only
were hard
had
as
2
shit.
buttons.
They did. They dude. That's not even a joke.
It's true.
It's literally
Back
A
in
and B.
Anthony's day, the controllers literally only had
There was
two
a
buttons.
D-pad, start, select,
Yup,
A, B.
That's all
it.
you get.
Nice.
So all you, let's say you're like 17-year-old listening to this, fuck you. You didn't see it going there, did you?
But also, thank you for listening.
But thank you for being, we appreciate you. And we appreciate all of you, all the NGPs, all you nerdy gamer people. Happy New Year. What's there left to do, fellas?
I wanna say one thing, and then we'll do the outro. I want to say right now on Instagram, we have a total of 84 followers. 86 rather. Let's get that to 100. Tell a friend about the podcast. Shout us out. Send them over to our Instagram, our Twitter, something like that. Let's get to 100 followers by the end of January.
Yeah,
let's
do that.
We get that there. We'll get some more listens. We'll get more people in here. Get some more nerdy gamer people. Let's build up the crowd.
Yeah. Let's do it. The more the merrier.
Yes. Please.
Let's get us to 100. Let's see how this goes, and we'll keep rocking the journey. And when you do tell them where to go, it is save the letter B, the number 4, quitting on Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch. Streaming pretty consistently as of late. It either me or Nicko. Gonna get Ant set up pretty soon, setting up some stuff at his home.
Yeah.
Whether it be Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah, go watch
my
Chris
new addiction.
get frustrated at everything he plays.
Yeah, No Man's
Be his
Sky.
trend, right?
Yeah, that's just how it goes. I'll play some other games on there soon. Assassin's Creed probably, just so I can rage and show why it needs to be raged at. But other than that, you can also shoot us an email, say before quitting, fully spelled out at Gmail. Send us a question. Send us what you want to see from the new year from us, and let us know what your plans are. What are you going to make? What do you want to make? What do you want to do with this new year? If you have resolutions or something like that. Or if you're just straight up like, I'm going to make shit. And I'm going to see what sticks, and I'm going to make it stick with some flex tape.
Flex tape.
Other than that, what is there left to do, boys?
Well, I don't know about you guys, and I don't know about you listeners, but what I like to do after I do anything is save before quitting.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Save before quitting.
Dildos.